So many of you message me and you tell me your stories of, how right now you're walking what seems to be alone. Your husband has abandoned you and the kids, and times are hard right now, and you're barely making it. And so this morning, God reminded me of this God story that I want to share with you. So here is God's story number 6. When I was a single parent and I had 3 kids, and my husband, like I've shared with you many of times, that he was in prison. And so, it was just me. I was the provider of our home. And so one time, me and the kids wanted to go to this conference in Chattanooga, which was about 4 or 5 hours away from us. And we didn't have the money to go. But you know what? We were so hungry to see what God was doing at that conference that we just stepped out into faith. We got our bags, we packed them, and we loaded up the car and we went. Now, God loved on us that whole weekend, and He made sure that we had a room, and He made sure that we had food to eat. But then we woke up one morning, and it was the day that we was going home. It was the last day of the conference. Now, I was still a baby Christian, and they had been, teaching us about faith and, worship and how powerful our worship is. So we woke up that morning and I had a flat tire on my car. And I had a donut in it in the car. And my son at the time my oldest was 16. And he had never changed a tire. And so I said, you got to get this donut on the car so we can try to get it fixed. Now, we're in Chattanooga out by the airport. We have absolutely no idea where we're at. And I said, while you're changing the tire, I'm going to stand over you and I'm going to pray and I'm going to ask God to give you wisdom in getting this donut on. So that's exactly what I did. Then I began to call tire shops because we did not have the money to get a new tire. We did not have the money to even get the tire fixed. So I start calling tire shops. I have no idea even what tire shop to call because I don't know my surroundings. I don't know where I'm at. So I get a hold of this one tire shop and she says, yeah, she said, bring it in and let us look at it. Come to find out, this tire shop was right down the road from the church, from Abba's house that we were at. So we get in the car and I said, guys, we are going to worship our way out of this situation. And so here we go. I remember this and we still talk about it and we just laugh. But here we go, driving through Chattanooga over this big bridge. I got the car piled down, got 3 kids, driving on a donut, and we are worshiping. We've got the music up loud, and we are worshiping with everything that we have. So I pull in there, I go to the counter, I tell the woman who I am, and she said, have a seat. We'll look at it. Well, the whole time, I'm sitting there. I'm nervous wreck. I'm praying, Jesus, Jesus, please help me. Jesus, please help me. Because she comes out and she says, okay, we got it fixed for you. She said we was able to plug it. Well, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they fixed my car and I don't have the money to pay. And so nervously, I get up and I walk to the counter. And I said to her, how much do I owe you? And she said, oh, sweetie, we don't charge women for flats here. You can't make this stuff up, guys. Like, you can't make it up. I got in my car and I went back to that church and I told the kids what the Lord had done. It's moments like that you don't forget. So I share these God stories with you to show you that if you trust Him, if you depend on Him every single day, He's there with you. He will come through for you. So if you are a single parent, if you're that mama out there that you need God to move on your behalf, you don't know what you're going to do, turn your praise and worship on. Give it to Him and just say, God, there's nothing more I can do. I've done all that I know to do. I need you to be my husband right now, because my husband is lost and can't be a husband or a father right now. So, Lord, I am depending on you to be my husband, and watch and see what He will do.